Hello everyone, Jai Hind, Vande Mataram, welcome again. So, in last lecture we have completed this chapter, but this lecture is going to be very much important for you all students because in this one small video I am going to complete the full revision portion of this chapter. So, for formulas I will discuss and one important example I am going to take. So, let us start. See, this is the fifth chapter and the revision portion. So, now in this chapter we have discussed about mainly the two formulas. Okay, let me remind again. We have discussed about the two formula, we have learned about that, and in first exercise we have learned just common difference how to find, and in second exercise we have learned how to find the nth term. Okay, and in third exercise we have learned that how to do the sum of that nth term, means the 10 terms are given, so how to do the sum of that 10 term. So that part we are going to revise. So now dear students, see what we have learned. First I will discuss about nth term formula. See here, this is nth term formula. Okay, nth term formula. Okay, so what it was? A n. Okay, in previous textbook, okay, the old syllabus, it was given Tn. Okay, means nth term. Okay, Tn means nth term, but here it is given An. Okay, so whatever it is, matter will not change. So An is equal to A plus 1 minute. Okay, A plus n minus 1 into d. So as I have taught you, they will ask you any one detail and the three details here they will give. So see here how many details are there total in this formula. So in this formula, see, 1, this is the first unknown term, this is the second unknown term, this is the third unknown term, and this is the fourth unknown term, so that we can consider there are 4 variables are there. Okay, so see, an is what? That is nth term. Okay, that is nth term. Okay, a, that you all know, a is what? That is first term. Okay, that is first term. N is what? Total number of term. Okay, total number of term. And d, as you all know, d is what? That is the common difference. Okay, common difference. So common difference means how this difference will come, that also we have discussed. So if this is the AP, okay, how this any AP will form? So A1 comma A2 comma A3 comma A4 up to an means nth term. Okay, so this kind of any AP will form. So difference is what? That is A2 minus A1, so that is your difference. Okay, so we have seen so many questions in second exercise, so that in see there are four unknown, as I have informed you. So out of 4 unknown, any 3 details they will give, and the 4th detail you people have to find. So this all things we have seen in exercise number 5.2. Okay, exercise number 5.2 was totally depend on this thing. And what about 5.1? So it was depend on totally the difference, means In a first exercise you have to find the difference and all. In second exercise you have to find the nth term. Okay, and what about the third exercise? So one new formula we will learn. Actually we already learned, but I will discuss here. That is Sn. See, I would like to go deep in this Sn. Why? Because reason I will give you later. See here, Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So this is the first formula where you all know what these all things. Sn is equal to, let me write here, Sn is equal to okay, sum of n term, okay, sum of n terms, and n is what? That is total. As above I have written total number of terms, so that is total, okay, that is total number of terms. And a, now I will not write because just I have written above side. A is what? That is first term, and n is also I have written here, and d is also, you know what is the, that is the common difference. Okay, but we have used the two formulas to do sum of n term. The second formula is Sn, so that is n by 2 into a plus L. Okay, this is L. Okay, a plus L. So now some students are still confused. Okay, some students call me, sir, when to use the first formula and when to use the second formula. So dear students, I would like to tell you that when the first and last term is given and total number of terms you know, again let me repeat, when the first and last term is given, then you have to use, see, the second formula. The second formula you have to use. And when the second when the last term is not given, see, because L is what here, let me write here, L is what, L is what, that is last term. Okay, so L is last term. Okay, using common sense also you can know what is L. So A is first term, that I have already written here, so again I will not write, and L is last term. Okay, so when the first and last term is given, both things are given, so you have to use the second formula. But when the first term is given but the last term is not given, then you have to use this first formula. Okay, is that clear? So sum of n continuous term n odd continuous term is n square. Okay, that is n square. Sum of n odd continuous term is n square. But the same thing, if that is even, then sum of n even continuous term is n into n plus 1. See, for example, 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. So how many terms are here? Total 4 terms are there. So 4 square, so that is 16. Now if you do the plus of this all number, okay, so 7 plus 5 12 plus 3 15 plus 1 16. See, this 16 is come. Okay, so directly what you have to do, you have to write n square. And if that numbers are even, okay, so for example, let me write even means 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8, okay, so plus let me write 10. Okay, so how many numbers are here? 5. So what I have to write here? 5 into 5 plus 1 is 6. So total is, that is 36. 5 are 30. So if you do the sum of this number, okay, 10 plus 8 18 plus 6 24 28 and 30. So see, the 30 is come. Okay, as answer 30 is come. So you have to write n into n plus 1. And if that all numbers are continuous, means 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, so which formula you have to use? Sn is equal to either n by 2 into a plus l, otherwise Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, so see, these both formulas, okay, these both formulas are not given in textbook, but one question of that kind of question is given in our 5.3 exercise, so that is very much useful. So I am giving you the just directly the clue, so that for the verification, see, this formula you don't have to use in exam, but for the verification purpose you can use. Okay, so now let us go toward the very much important example. Okay, because in our all videos I have taken the exercise, but one very much important example is still remain to explain you, so that that example also I have covered in this video. So see, this is the example number 9. So a sum of 1000 rupees is invested at the 8% of simple interest per year. So here simple interest formula I is equal to PRN we will use, which you have already learned in your 8th standard. Calculate the interest at the end of each year. Okay, for how many year it is invested? For 30 year. Okay, see here, do this interest for NAP from NAP, and if so, find the interest at the end of 30 year. Means, see, let me explain the question. They have twist the language. Okay, let me explain you. See, this is the amount. Okay, you have to focus on this pointer. See, this is the amount, 1000 rupees is the amount, and they have invested at the 8% of simple interest. Means we have to find that is this interest is in simple interest, means is in AP, arithmetic progression, means for first year we have to find the interest, for second year we have to find, for third year we have to find, and for fourth year we have to find, and then we have to check that is this create and AP, and if it's create AP, so that we have to find the interest for the 30th year. Okay, is that clear what the question want to say? So now let me write the formula first. Okay, so I will use I is equal to, okay, first I will write down all data. So as I says always, which is given that you have to write first. Okay, so P is equal to 1000 rupees, and R is also given, so R means percentage, so that is 8%. Okay, and N is equal to, we have to take first, then we have to take for 2 year, we have to check for 3 year, and so on. So now I we have to find. So now let me write I is equal to what? P R N upon 100. Okay, so see, this formula I have learned in already 8th standard. Okay, so I will not go in that much deep. Okay, so now what will come? See, this 20 and 20 will cut, so 10 into 8 is 80 rupees. Okay, so your first interest for first year, why I have written here 1? Because this is the interest for first year, so that is 80 rupees. So I will call it I1. Now I2, so here instead of 1 it will come 2. Okay, so this directly let me multiply 80 into 2, so what will come? 160. See, in textbook, okay, if you check the textbook, so they have calculated the same thing again, and for the third year they have calculated the same thing for third time. But see, you have to use your logic. It's not required to calculate again and again, because directly here instead of 1 you should use 2, so directly you have to multiply by 2, and for third year you should multiply by 3, so it's not required to calculate again. So let me write here I3, so that is 168 3s are 240. So for first year 80 rupees, then 160, then 240. So now our AP will be 80, then 160, then 240, and so on. So is that AP? Yes, this is AP. Why? Because here common difference is same. Okay, so that we can say this is AP. So now what we have to do? We have to find the interest for 30 years. So now I will write I is equal to again P into R into N upon 100. Otherwise directly you can multiply here this 80, multiply you can directly with 30, but then also we have to calculate, because little bit formality is also important to get the marks. Okay, so P is what? That is 1000 rupees. Okay, so 1000 into R is 8, and this is 30 because N is now 30 year upon 100. Okay, so 80 into 30, so what will come? 2400. So that we can say, last statement we have to write that for first we have to write, yes, this is an AP. Okay, because see here, do this interest form AP? This is your question. Okay, so first we have to write yes, it forms an AP, and then you have to write for 30 years interest is how much it is? 2400 rupees. 2400 rupees. Okay, is that clear? So now let me tell you again, if you have missed some of my previous lecture, so my last lecture already I button is given upside, you can check that. You should see that, because if you will not see that, so you will not understood this all things what I want to say. And again let me tell you, if you are new on this channel, so don't forget to subscribe, so that you should know the notification when I upload, so notification you can get quickly. And one more thing which is most important, that if you like this video, so don't forget to share with your friends. Okay, and press like button. Okay, so for today it's enough. Thank you.